Hey y'all, so it's Friday and I am on the way home from work and just so excited to be off for the weekend. Thought I would try doing a vlog. I don't do a lot of vlogs. I need to try to do some more, I think. I think it would be fun. I feel like they're a little bit harder to do sometimes because I always, at least for me, because I always forget to film. But anyway, we're going to try to do one. This may be a Pride and Prejudice Jane Austen themed vlog because I started reading Pride and Prejudice yesterday and I'm so excited. Y'all, it's my first time reading it. I've read all of Jane Austen's main works except for Pride and Prejudice and Sense and Sensibility. I'm really excited to be reading it. I've been planning to read it for ages now and I'm finally doing it, so I thought it would be fun to do just a Pride and Prejudice themed vlog, and then like after I read the book then I can watch the movie, and so I don't know how long this vlog will be. If it might last a little bit longer than the weekend, it might last a week, just depending on how long it takes me to read Pride and Prejudice. Y'all, I keep saying Pride and Prejudice. It's Pride and Prejudice. I don't know why I keep adding that onto the end. Depending on how long it takes me to read Pride and Prejudice, I will just depend on how long this vlog goes, how many days it covers. But I am buddy reading it with Courtney over at Courtney Reads, and she has already read it several times. But I had asked on my Instagram if anyone wanted to buddy read it with me, and she responded that she would like to, so we're doing that together. And I just thought it would be fun to read that and then watch the movies and vlog about it. And yeah, so I know the movies are so popular and like I've seen clips from them, and I actually have seen a little bit of the older version with Colin Firth, but y'all are gonna think this is crazy. But I actually started watching it with my husband and I fell asleep, and he'd already watched it before. And I remember I used to be so terrible about falling asleep during movies, and I fell asleep and we ended up never picking it back up. So but yeah, I need to read it so I can watch it. I'm excited already. already. I have read 4 chapters and already I love it already. I just love it already. And I find it, honestly, I feel like it feels different than anything else I've read by her so far. It feels, right off the bat, it feels very funny, which all of her books have a bit of humor in them. Some of them more so than others, but this one it's just Mr. Bennett he's coming on there with all of his little quirky sayings and his quips and just the sarcastic remarks to Mrs. Bennett. He's so funny. And so it's really funny and sarcastic right off the bat. And also, I feel like it gets started really quick. Like, I feel like every other Austen that I've read takes a while to get into. Basically, I feel like most of the other ones take a little bit to get into. And this one, right off the bat, we have Mr. Darcy arriving onto the scene, and the ball and everything just takes off from the start. So it feels like it has a faster pace than the rest. But yeah, I am very excited to bring y'all on this journey of my first experience with Pride and Prejudice, and just experiencing it for the first time. I know so many of you have told me you can't wait to hear my thoughts on it, and so I'm excited to experience it and share it with y'all guys for the first time. So anyway, we will see what comes next. I did stop by the library on the way home from work and pick up a couple of books. I didn't get very many. I think I got like maybe 4 or 5. I'll probably share those in a quick library haul. I think two of them are Jane Austen themed books. So there we go. I'm trying to stay in the Jane Austen spirit. We've got Jane Austen July coming up, and I'm already planning a buddy read with Old American Spirit, her channel, and we're planning a buddy read together of one of Jane Austen's books. So I'm not sure yet which one it's going to be. It's probably either going to be Sense and Sensibility or a reread for me of Persuasion, and it would be her first read of Persuasion and my second. So I'll see. I'll let you know what we're gonna do. But yeah, I guess instead of Jane Austen June, I guess instead of Jane Austen July, I'm kind of doing a Jane Austen June. But hey, it's good. It's all good. I'll probably be a little busier in July anyway. So anyway, I'm excited, y'all. Summer is kicking off to a great start. It's gotten pretty hot here, so I am already ready for, I wouldn't say I'm ready for cooler weather, because I love summer and I really want to go on vacation. I don't know if I'm going to be able to. It just depends on if I sell. I have my camper that some of y'all know I've shared about on here. When I stayed in it for a while, I'm trying to sell it, and if I can sell it, then I'll probably go on a vacation. Otherwise, who knows? But yeah, I really want to go on vacation. I love going on summer vacation, y'all. So anyway, I will talk to you guys later. Alright guys, so I came home from work and made myself some strawberry lemonade. I really didn't make the lemonade. It was some that my mom, ignore the closet back there, it's open. The door's open. It was some that my mom gave me, but I added some strawberries to it and the strawberries taste so good. They're amazing. But I've been sitting here coloring in my Jane Austen coloring book, and I'm just gonna make it a Jane Austen weekend, a Jane Austen night. I decided to turn on Mansfield Park. I don't want to do any reading right yet, so I decided to turn on Mansfield Park because I've been wanting to watch that adaptation. This is the old, like, it's the 1980s, I think, adaptation, so it is a bit dated, but it seems so far very true to the story. So anyway, I thought I'd watch that while I do some Jane Austen coloring, and I'm gonna watch probably the first 2 episodes. I've already watched the first one. I'm about to start the second, and then I may do some reading. We'll see. But anyway, it's Friday night. I'm just chilling, just enjoying my Friday evening. So I ended up just watching one episode of that 1983 Mansfield Park. Did some coloring. Now I decided to just get out and walk for just a little bit. Sometimes I just need to be out in nature. So I thought I would come out and take a little walk for just a bit before I get my youngest ready for bed. There's the cows next door. They smell like I smell them tonight. Cow smell. There's something, honestly though, kind of just refreshing about that country air smell. Sherlock, what are you doing, boy? Sherlock, what do you smell over there? Sherlock, can you say hey? Don't jump. No jumping. Sherlock, come. Here, boy. There's a wheat field back here. Every time I see it, I think about the scripture verses that talk about wheat. What? Ah, Sherlock, no jumping.
Sit. Sit. Sit.
Good boy. Good boy. It's a good boy. Yes, it is. It's a good boy. Come on.
Look what I got.
What? Wow, that's big. Sherlock, stop jumping.
Yeah.
Hey y'all, so excuse the crazy hair. I just threw it up. I am about to go do some painting. It is Saturday morning and it's just been kind of a lazy morning for us. We haven't been doing a lot. Got up, ate breakfast. I have read a little bit more in Pride and Prejudice. I'm at 14, I think. I think I'm on chapter 14. I'm loving it, y'all. I'm already pretty sure this is going to be my favorite I've read from her so far, which is kind of crazy. I don't know. I guess everybody has hyped it up so much, and I was like wondering if it was going to live up to the expectation, but I'm already in love. Like, I'm already just absolutely in love. Please excuse Sherlock. He's in there barking because he wants to get out, but he can't get out right now. Because my kids are outside playing on a splash pad, and if I let him out there, he will be jumping all over it. So anyway, but yeah, so they're out there doing, you probably can't really see it, but anyway, so I'm loving it, y'all. Loving it so much. Like, it just starts off with, it's just so funny starting off, and then Mr. Darcy, I wasn't expecting that initial attraction. Like, already he's attracted to her, because I'm so used to, in all the other Austens I've read, it just develops very slowly, and so right off the bat, he's like, just a few chapters in, he's already starting to be attracted to her. So, and he's just, I can already tell why so many women like Mr. Darcy. He's that brooding character that so many women love. But anyway, I might show y'all a little bit of my work. I've done that. I did that reading, but I need to get some stuff done today. So I'm trying to finish up Elisha's room. I have shared a little bit on Instagram about it. I'm trying to redo my little boy's room. I want to redo like each room at a time slowly. So his room, I've been in the process of painting it and just just painting it and getting it decorated. Right now, mostly it's been the painting. I've been slowly like starting to decorate it, but after I do his room, then I want to do my girl's room. But first, we've been working on his, and it takes me a while because obviously I have to go about it slowly and do it when I get time. So it's been a week's long process, but I'll show y'all what I've done so far and what I'm planning to do today. So it's a little messy. I'm about to pick up some of these toys and stuff, but yeah, so this is what I've done so far. So when we bought the house, this was actually, all the walls were gray. It's probably hard to tell in this picture, but this wall over here is actually still gray. So my idea is to do like a, let me zoom out. To do more of like a, maybe Americana, iconic, just classic vintagey boys look. I don't know how to describe it, but so far, what have I done so far? Okay, so I've painted this wall. This is actually chalk paint, and I tried to get something that was more of like a green, like the color of a chalk wall, what our chalkboard. I think it's a little darker maybe, but anyway, I've painted this wall. I definitely am planning to redo the trim. Haven't gotten to that yet, but so this wall I've painted, obviously, but already my little girl has made some dents in it. So I'm gonna go back over that today anyway, because my plan is to, since this is a chalk wall, we were planning to let the kids, or I was planning to let the kids write on it with chalk. But basically this wall, his bed's here and everything, so this is not really a good area. So what I'm planning to do is, if y'all can see that line up there, I'm planning to paint up to that line with the same paint, the same chalk paint. And then over there they can, do chalk stuff on that wall if they want to. And then above it, I'm going to paint this color over here. Is kind of hard to tell, but it's Antique White by Sherman Williams. So Sherwin Williams, I think I said Sherman Williams. So yeah, that's the color that I'm planning to do the rest of the room in. But anyway, so yes, painted this. I found this fixture or light plate on Amazon. It's supposed to be like a antique replica. Of course, an original antique one would be amazing, but I did find this one. And so that's my plan, is to replace the fixtures slowly, or not the fixtures, but the wall plates. I also found this one for the plug outlet. It's kind of hard to see, but it kind of matches that one, just more basic, more of an Art Deco look. So I'm gonna also got that one from Amazon, and I wanted to try it before I ordered enough for the whole room, so I've got to order some more for the rest of the room. But anyway, yeah, I'm slowly decorating this wall. And yes, you see imperfections on the walls because the original paint job was not that great. There was like a bright green under it. You can see over there, right there, that like super bright green, and the gray paint would just peel off, like you could pull it off. So apparently whoever did the paint job did not apply it correctly, or either put the wrong kind of paint over like the previous paint, the prior paint. They put whatever the gray paint was, it did not adhere well to the previous green paint. So anyway, I've tried lightly sanding the walls to get it to adhere better. But yeah, I want to do the trim in more of a, probably not such a bright white. I'm probably going to do it in more of a creamy color. I even thought about doing it in the same color as the wall. I'm not sure yet though. But anyway, so yes, it's a mess. We're about to get this cleaned up before I do any painting. I'm hoping to finish this wall today, and then I'll be finished in here other than the trim. So yeah, that's it. This wall has been painted, and yeah, so a lot of things that I want to do. I want to eventually refinish the floor. These are original hardwood floors. I would love to eventually refinish them, but anyway, for now, it's a slow process. But yes, all this stuff on the wall. The hat up there was my husband's hat. He used to wear that. I always told him he looked like he was on a safari, but he actually wouldn't wear it when he was out mowing the grass. Shelf I found at a thrift store, basket from a thrift store. That up there I bought a long time ago at an antique store. I just thought it was cute because my husband was a police officer, so I used to have it hanging up in our house. A lot of the stuff on this shelf was actually my husband's, which I think is cool, that I can use in my son's room now. I had it in storage, and I've just hung it up. I've put it back up, or I've gotten it out and put it up here. The goggles, the baseballs, the plane, the marbles, all of that was my husband's when he was young. This, I actually was planning to do a Smokey Bear theme in my little boy's room when he was young. Elisha's room when he was first born. That was like kind of the baby shower theme, or it was the baby shower theme. So someone got this for his baby shower, and I just think it's so cute. But anyway, I'll show you guys more when I get finished. But for now, we're just gonna tackle this. All right, guys, I know I look kind of crazy. This weekend has turned out a bit different than what I was expecting. I ended up not feeling the greatest Saturday. I did get some of the painting done. I'm going to show y'all a picture, or show y'all a little clip. I got some of it done, but I wasn't feeling well. I have stomach issues. Like, I have IBS and other stomach issues. I don't know. I just have a lot of stomach issues, and sometimes it just gets out of whack. And Saturday afternoon, it was so out of whack. I was feeling horrible. So anyway, what I did get done, I will show y'all in this clip. So I did get this finished. So this is what it looks like now. It's this wall, and I did this wall. And so what the plan is, I finished that. I have all that done. It's just up here, you can see like the light gray at the top. I've got to do the trim, and I think it needs another coat. I think I only did one coat. So, and then where the tape is, I want to put a little piece of trim, really. I bought a piece. I'm hoping it'll work. It's going to be kind of like, almost like a little ledge where I can like put books and stuff on, maybe, or I'm not sure how. I don't know how it's going to work, but I just wanted to have a little dividing piece of trim there. I was hoping it's wide enough to put stuff on. If it's not, then it'll be okay. It'll still look cute. But yeah, I did get that done. So there's that. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Church yesterday, which was a busy day. Yesterday morning, last night. I did do some more reading though. I think I'm at like between 20 and 24. And I'm gonna say what part I'm at. If you haven't read Pride and Prejudice, then just, you might want to skip ahead, but I want to talk about what part I'm at. I am at right after Mr. Collins proposes to not Elizabeth, but her friend Charlotte after they get engaged. So that has just happened. Mr. Bingley has gone back to wherever, is it London? I don't remember. He's gone back wherever for the winter, and all of that has happened. And y'all, I am absolutely loving this so much. Like, even more than I thought I would love it. There's so much more to it than what I realized. It being such a well-known book and seeing so much posted about it, you kind of have an idea of what it's about, but there's so many more details that I didn't realize were there, and loving it so much. Already, it feels so much more, I say this, I hope y'all understand what I'm meaning, it feels so much more well written than the rest of her books, and I hope that makes sense. Yeah, it just feels overall more polished than the rest of her books that I've read so far. I feel like all the other ones I've read either are a little bit too long or too short. Like Persuasion and Northanger, I feel like could be longer. Emma and Mansfield Park, both I feel like could be a little bit shorter. Just there was unnecessary stuff in them. Like, I loved the length. I loved the story, but I feel like both of them had unnecessary details. And this one so far just seems perfect. It doesn't feel meandering. I hope that makes sense. All of them are fabulous novels, but this one so far feels very, just much more polished than the rest. Yeah, but I'm loving it, guys. Hopefully I'll get some more footage tonight, read some more tonight. It's been, even though it hasn't turned out exactly the way I thought it would, it's still been a fun weekend, so I'll talk to you guys later. So it's supper time, and I'm trying to get supper ready. So I'll show y'all. I am really bad for just, I'm not a plan ahead cook person, and it's not good. This random kitten showed up in our yard. And so I'm always like, I'm terrible at planning ahead when it comes to meals. So like right now, I create stuff like on the fly. So like I'm cooking ground beef that I had taken out. Some corn I had in the oven, in the freezer. And then these green beans, I'm about to start these. I love green beans cooked with like olive oil and garlic.
I ate 2 popsicles.
So we are finally about to eat supper, and I ended up just doing green beans. I'll try to show y'all. It's kind of a mess. So this is what we have here: rice and beef, some corn. The reason it looks black is because it had different color corn in it, and green beans. And yes, it's messy. I'm just a messy cook. I don't know why. This is what it looks like on the plate. Yummy, yummy. Alright guys, finally, supper's over. We've got the kitchen tidied up. Kids are outside and the kitchen's tidy. At least fairly tidy. This I can't put away right now because my child put handcuffs on the thing and I've got to figure out how to get them off.
On the bottom.
Got the diffuser going. cows like it over here. They're munching on the grass, it looks like. My dad came and he did come and help me put this piece of trim up here. So I did get that done. Now it's kind of, so what my original plan was to, I kind of want to do a little book ledge, but this is not, I didn't buy anything wide enough. So I thought it's okay. I just want something there for looks really. And for now it's okay. Maybe later I can buy something else, but yeah, it kind of split a little bit. So, but I think it looks pretty good. I think it looks pretty good. And then I just got to finish painting up there. So I like how it turned out. Y'all, so I need to do an update. It's Thursday, June the 13th. Hold on, my phone keeps tilting. I know this angle is kind of weird, but we're just gonna go with it. So it's Thursday, June the 13th, and I need to do an update because my phone is driving me bonkers. Because I'm about 50% done with Pride and Prejudice. So I started it, I think it's last Thursday when I started it. It's been, obviously as usual, a busy week. My big weeks are usually busy. But I've been reading along, chugging along through this week, and y'all, I am loving it so much. Yesterday evening, I read the proposal chapter, and my heart I was just squealing on the inside because Mr. Darcy's proposal, well, first of all, let me just say, if you haven't read it, then you might want to skip ahead here because I am going to give some spoilers, okay? So just this next part is going to have spoilers. Mr. Darcy is he's just so, his proposal is like, he starts out so well. It's so passionate and the words are just beautiful, and then he just just dissolves. It dissolves into a dumpster fire. Like, Mr. Darcy, what are you doing? And Elizabeth is so, I agree, it's just so funny. The whole chapter, you're just like on edge, like what is going to happen next? And that chapter, I just loved it. It was definitely different than what I even realized it was going to be like. Sorry guys, I know this is kind of crazy, but so I read that, and then I read the letter that Mr. Darcy wrote to Elizabeth, where he divulges the whole deal about Mr. Wickham, and then with Jane and Mr. Bingley. And honestly, I have to say, I was surprised. I did not think that Darcy had anything to do with that. I thought it was mostly the sisters. So I was surprised whenever Mr. Darcy was kind of behind it as well. I guess I wanted to think the best of Mr. Darcy. But anyway, Also, can someone explain to me why she chose to have 2 Fitzwilliam Darcys in the book? The OG Mr. Darcy and then his cousin. Why? I know back then everybody had the same name. It was common to have family names are the same and stuff, but still. Anyway, I just love this book. I love it so much. I feel like at this point, it's just I feel like I've read all of her main works, like I said, other than Sense and Sensibility, and I feel like this one is very polished. The plot flows well. It's just all very cohesive, and at this point, there's not a lot of meandering and like, just kind of like with Mansfield Park and Emma, there's a lot of, I feel like this is very much a story of Elizabeth and Mr. Darcy. It's very focused on them. She doesn't take too many rabbit trails focusing on other characters or other parts of the story. And that's where up to this point where I'm at. I've just finished with like the proposal and everything. I can see why people consider it her best story. Objectively, it is her best. It's the most well written. I can't say if it's going to be my favorite yet. I think it is, but I haven't read Sense and Sensibility, so there's that. I'm planning to read that next month. We're planning to do a buddy read with Old American Spirit and Kelly from Kelly Reads a Lot. So yeah, there's that. I'm excited. So excited. But I love this so much. I really wish Jane Austen could have gotten to write more books and bless the world with her talent. But anyway, I'm going to try to go ahead and end this here, and hopefully I will be finishing the book up in the next few days. Hey y'all, so it is Friday, 14th. I think this is going to be my last clip for this video. We're just going to separate it into 2 parts. I'm still about halfway through Pride and Prejudice, probably about 60% now. So I'm going to do more updates on that as I continue reading over the next few days. So we're going to split this video up into 2 parts, but I wanted to end out by showing y'all what my little boy's room looks like right now. This is what it looks like at this point. I've got more to do, but I just wanted to show y'all what it looks like now. But here we go. So this is what it looks like at this point. Ignore the ladder over there. So just a few details. Like I said, that came from Amazon. Hung this other shelf up. So let me show y'all that. Hung that up last night. Proud of myself that I did it all by myself. Hung that up. That little puppy dog I found at the thrift store the other day. So cute. The rest of the stuff on here was my husband's. Then we have this nightstand. That was also my husband's. This lamp came from a thrift store, which I think is so cute. This was my husband's. And so there. Yes, I still have not gotten to do the painting yet on finishing up that painting and doing that trim, but it's okay. Bed was given to me by a relative. The blanket and sheets are both from Target. This blanket is from a thrift store, and I absolutely love it. I found it one day and just fell in love. Then over here we have this rug that I just found at Marshall's the other day, which I think fits pretty cutely in here. And on this wall, my husband's banjo and guitar. I'm hoping that my children will have his musical talent. This is just a map I bought a long time ago on sale at Michael's, I think it was. I just thought it was cute, and I'm finally using it. This is what I have, like, his Magnetiles, cars, stuff like that on. A lot of these toys, honestly. A lot of those cars. A lot of, like, this stuff in here and those Matchbox cars were my husband's. His mom kept a lot of their toys, so. Anyway, I've had this little organizer for years now. Probably 4 or 5 years. And then this was also given to me by a relative, and I want to, right now I needed something desperately to put his clothes in, so I just got it in here as it is, but I'm planning to, it's hard to tell in this picture, in this video, but it's pretty old, and I'm planning to sand it down and restain it, and then redo the knobs. Some of the knobs are missing, and some have been replaced with newer looking ones, but I want to do this original vintage look. And I'm planning on hanging that up as well. And then also, this is something that was my husband's, a gun rack that was made, my husband made when he was young with his dad. So I'm planning on hanging that up as well, probably up here. So anyway, and there's the closet, and ignore that. That's just the step ladder since I'm not done painting. Yeah, in the closet up here we have games, board games, puzzles, and so this house had like the roller doors, like you can see up there, and they are just a pain. Like they would come off the rack thing, and literally such a pain. So I was like, I'm just taking them down, and maybe, I don't know if I'll ever put anything up there or not. For now, I'm just gonna, honestly, I just thought about putting like a cute wallpaper in there and leaving it the way it is, like keeping it organized. But in this toy box my brother made for Marilla before she was born, that was his gift to her. So there you go, guys. This is what it looks like so far. I'm really excited about how it's turning out. I can't wait to keep working on it and get it finished.